Broken gear, hyping, the nostalgia of playing that old video game. These are things that every gamer will understand. And that's where this video is all about, my friends. In this video, I'll show you 15 things that are very relatable for gamers. It doesn't matter what type of game you are playing. You could be playing sweaty competitive games like Counter-Strike or League of Legends, creative games like Minecraft, Battle Royales, card games, MMORPGs. There will be a lot of very relatable things in this video. Now sit back, relax and enjoy, my friends. Let's talk about the first thing, and this was actually the main motivation of me making this video. I was just gaming, playing some Valorant, and then bam, water all over my keyboard. Yeah, my friends, spilling drinks over your gear, not a fun experience. I think it's something we all did at least once. Luckily for me it was just water, but if you spill something like cola or even worse, chocomel, like my friend Abstract did a while ago, then you have big troubles. So a tip, don't use a glass, but use a beaker with a lid. Let's move on, next thing. Imagine, you just want to play a game, you're starting the game up, and then suddenly, what? 25 minutes queue time? I guess I need to go back to Cookie Clicker or something. Yes, my friends, the second point is long waiting times. It's not just Fortnite, most games have pretty long queue times, especially when you get to the higher ranks. And if it isn't queue time, then there's that other thing, download time or update time. Especially downloading on consoles like the PlayStation takes so long. So remember guys, if your friends are asking if you want to play Sea of Thieves with them tonight, start the download in the morning and maybe you can join them. Good news, your game is finally downloaded, you can now play with your friends. So you hop into a game and then suddenly, wait, what's happening? Oh, connection lost. The internet, my friends. The internet is a very important thing if you want to play online video games. But the problem, it doesn't always work. And I'm not sure if it's just me, but it always feels like the internet just goes off on the worst possible timing. In the middle of a Valorant clutch or during a boss fight on RuneScape. It's always very annoying when it happens. Oof, okay, we've discussed a lot of negative things in this video so far. So let's move on with the positive feeling. There's one type of feeling that every gamer can relate with, and that's that dopamine hit if you manage to get that one rare thing. Think about that special item that the boss only drops one every 1000 kills, or that moment when you open a case and you get a beautiful knife skin. Exactly these moments make video games good, so to every gamer out there, good luck and may the RNG gods be ever in your favor. Let's move on to the next thing. The next thing on the list is an emotion, a feeling that all us gamers know, and that's nostalgia. For everybody watching this video, there's that one game. It could be the first game that you ever played or the first game that you really grinded, and every time you think about that game, you think about the good memories you made back in the day. Oh, my friends, I remember the time when I tried to sneak the Nintendo DS to my bedroom and just play Mario Kart and Pokemon the whole night. There's one sad thing about these games though, and that's also the next point on this list. Those OG nostalgia games never hit the same later. A short while ago, I started to play old school RuneScape again. It's a game I non-stop played like 10 years ago, but it just hits different, man. It's not the same as it used to be, sadly. Next thing, there are some days where you're really bored, so you want to play some video games. You start up your PC, look at your desktop, see a lot of games, but I'm actually not in the mood to play any of these. I don't want to get wrecked in Valorant again, don't want to start a whole new Minecraft world. We call this the lazy days. In these days, there's nothing that you actually want or can do. Your friends are not home, you finished your homework, you're in the mood for absolutely nothing. On these days, what usually happens, for me at least, is that I go for a crazy YouTube marathon where I watch 3 hours of content, start with crazy high quality content like MrBeast and end up watching cat memes for like a very long time. I can't be the only one who does this, right? Right? Okay, let's talk about money. A thing that every gamer will understand is that most games are not free. Even though a lot of games are marketed as free, every game will cost money in some sort of way. You of course have those very expensive console games like Call of Duty, FIFA. Then you have those games that are technically free, but you only get 10% of the content within the game. And then you have the worst games of all, the games that are completely free, but they have a lot of those microtransactions. Think about skins in most games or gems in mobile games. And the stupid thing, even though we don't need those skins, we all buy them. I also spent way too much money on digital pixels without giving a real advantage, you know. But hey, at least you can flex in game now. Next thing, the typical learning curve. I hope you guys like my beautiful paint drawing, but it feels like every game has this learning curve. When you first play a game, you'll probably be very rusty at this game. It usually takes a long time before you get used to the controls. You usually lose a lot, die a lot, or in creative games make things like this. And then suddenly, whoa, you are getting the hang of it. You're winning more and more, and it feels like you're getting better better every hour. Until the skill ceiling. And this is the most annoying part of every video game, when you get to a point where you feel like you're not improving at all, and you'll be stuck on the same skill level for a very long time. A bit like me in League of Legends and Valorant, I can't get past Ascendant on Valorant and past Diamond on League, man. And usually when you get to that point, you hop to another game. Snacks. If you're gaming, you have to stay focused, especially in those competitive games. So how do you stay focused? You're gonna eat some snacks in between games. There's one problem though, your gear may get very messy, especially with the most popular snack, and that's chips. Honestly man, in my house there's an unwritten rule: never eat chips while gaming. Nobody likes those sticky and greasy hands on your mouse, keyboard or controller. It's terrible and extremely gross. But on the other hand, sometimes you just want to eat some chippies, right? Well, if you really can't resist, I have a small tip for you. Step 1, push the chippies upward like this. And step 2, use chopsticks. It might look a bit strange, but honestly, it really works. Life hacks with Mr. Lowlander, my friends. Next thing, gear that doesn't work. If you've been gaming for a while, then for sure that at some point some of your gear stopped working. All the gaming gear is like a ticking time bomb, my friends. It's only a matter of time till this stupid button on the PlayStation stick will stop working. Why was it always this button? It was so annoying during Call of Duty Zombies. Also, what I'm about to say, I'm probably gonna call out at least a few of you guys, but how many of you stood up, walked away while your headset was on your head and it was connected to your computer? Honestly, I made this mistake way too many times, and every time my headset flew off my head and it even broke once. So be careful with your gear, don't accidentally break it. Now let's talk about the seasons. At this moment it's winter in my country, and honestly at the recording of this video my hands are like frozen. And I think everybody that lives in cold places know that gaming with cold hands is very annoying. You'll be so rusty, man. I can never hit my shots when I have cold hands. But on the other hand, the summer is also not a fun time, because I personally don't have an airco, which means that in the summer my desktop always overheats and I always get lag spikes. Maybe it's just a me problem because I don't have heating in the winter and I don't have an airco in the summer, but I can't be the only one out there. So respect to everyone with the same struggles. This next thing is more for the online games, but it's something that every gamer always needs to explain to non-gamers, and that's that you can't pause a video game. Every time that one of your parents says that you have to eat, or maybe that you have to clean the dishes or something, they never understand that you can't do it right now, but you will do it in like 5 or 10 minutes. We will do the chores, but first we need to finish this game, otherwise we might get reported by our teammates and get banned, and not very fun. Another thing that most non-gamers don't understand is that gaming is actually way more social than they think. Most of the time the non-gamers don't get it, but if you play video games with some of your best friends from school, you guys are creating memories online, and this also makes your connections in real life way better. You'll become better friends. Honestly, some of my best friends right now, they don't play video games anymore, but the main reason why we became such good friends is because back in the day we spent the whole weekend playing Counter-Strike together, and we just stuck with each other when the gaming days were over. Now a thing that gamers sadly can relate with. It's about skins and items. Not a very fun topic, but I'm talking about scammers and hackers. This is the dark side of gaming, my friends. Sadly, in a lot of video games, there are some people that are trying to scam other people to get money, and that's just the terrible truth we're living in. I got scammed on RuneScape way too many times. I also once got hacked, and later I found out it was one of my best friends and another very good friend of me. He lost a Counter-Strike knife worth over $100 by a scammer. So to everyone who is watching this video, always be careful for scammers, never give away your passwords or any other information, and take care of yourself, because it's never a fun experience. And this, my friends, this was the last thing of this video. If you think I missed something, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you liked the video, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.